Once again I return with another delightful combo meal with a few different pieces on the table today. The first of which is regarding Eve Valkyrie, which of course is the VR spaceship shooter game set in the Eve Online universe, which has already been confirmed for the Oculus Rift, and now they have confirmed via the Eve Valkyrie Twitter accounts that this game will also be making its way to the HTC Vive in 2016. And it also will be launching on PlayStation VR when that headset comes out later on this year. And to be honest, I think this is the way forward. When we're dealing with this new technology, it's probably for the best that you appeal to as many people as possible with your new title for VR. And of course it only benefits the developers of Eve Valkyrie CCP to offer their game to as many customers as possible. So there you have it, some nice news for anyone who was thinking of picking up the HTC Vive. Next up is some little bit of tidbits regarding Bethesda, as of course they will be making an appearance at E3 again this year, and now they have released some details about what they're planning for this year's E3 conference, and they're going to be supplementing the conference with what they're calling a BE3 Plus show that will stream live after the showcase. Now basically, for anyone who's going to be watching from home, the event, which will be on June 12th, will begin at a pre-show which is 6:15 PT, followed by the event itself at 7 PM, then the B3 Plus recap at 8 PM, and then at 9 PM EPT, a unnamed band will provide entertainment. So there you have it, that is Bethesda's plan. And of course, if you are in LA, you may register for a chance to attend the event live. They let about 1,000 fans last year into the showcase, so if you're interested, check out the link in the description below, but do act quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if it's already been completely filled up at the time of recording. For those of you wondering about UK timings for the Bethesda conference, it's pretty brutal. The event itself, which is 7 PM PT, will begin at 3 AM British summertime, which of course it will be by the time the E3 conference rolls around, so that's going to be fun staying up for. Oh dear. Next up is some disappointing news about Hitman. As you may remember, when it was first revealed this particular title was going to be episodic, we were pretty much promised that each new episode would be coming on a monthly basis, but it seems there's a chance that might slip. Now, IO Interactive wrote on Twitter, quote, "We're aiming for a monthly release per episode, but this is subject to change." Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that any episodes will be delayed, but it certainly implies it rather heavily, I'd say. So we may expect a bit of a longer wait for the next episode, which is kinda crappy. As we've already seen a few delays for Hitman, the second episode, Sapienza, will be released on the 26th of April. That is still technically within the time frame that they did announce, but it's nearly 2 months after the game actually came out on the 8th of March. And also the elusive contracts mode has been delayed as well. Now, they have been updating the game regularly with free content, including escalation contracts and the Vampire Magician Challenge Pack, but it still sucks that the next episodes are being delayed already, but it's not exactly surprising. Monthly seemed ambitious for for an episodic game, and it seems like perhaps they bit off more than they can chew and they are just not ready to go. So hopefully it's not too long of a delay. I mean, it might not be a delay at all, but it seems like there probably is going to be one. So bad news for anyone enjoying Hitman at the moment. It's not exactly unexpected for an episodic game to fall behind schedule. In fact, it happens all the time, but it's kind of crappy considering that fans didn't really want an episodic release for Hitman to begin with. So. And lastly, we have some news about The Division, as Ubisoft Massive will be permanently banning those it finds cheating within that particular game. Cheating issues were talked about in the latest State of the Game chat over on GamesRing, while some maintenance on servers was being performed. According to community developer Yannick Bunchero, whose name I probably just butchered, so my apologies, once update 1.1 is out, you can report cheating inside of the client for the PC version of the game. Basically, you type /report and then the name, which will flag the account once the team manually reviews the complaint. Basically, you'll be offered, if you are accused of cheating, 3-day suspensions with a second chance, and basically if you take the second chance and you cheat again, the permanent ban will be handed out. So, you get a 3-day suspension with a second chance, and then if you cheat again, after taking the second chance, a permanent ban is issued. Now, they're basically saying that the manual reviews will weed out the, quote, several false reports it has received by players basically reporting others for cheating just because they had high-level gear and skill. And they said that the cheating isn't a problem on PS4 and Xbox One, but according to him, the PC version has, quote, a lot of issues. Now, they're going to use both community reports and automatic flags until a, quote, better solution is developed to determine which players are hacking the game. Now, while it's great they're going to be having a manual review process, because there are undoubtedly going to be people who report others just because they're salty that they lost or whatever, it's still not great, because this is probably going to be abused, but hopefully I'm wrong. But they did kind of suggest this is just a stopgap until they come up with something better, so hopefully they can come up with something better, because this is too open to abuse and that doesn't give me good feelings. But let me know your thoughts on this one, guys. Maybe I'm worrying over nothing. I'd love to hear some opinions from anyone who's been playing The Division on PC. I personally haven't, it's not really my thing. Played the beta and that was about it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.